So it's actually 4:07. Okay, in my Xiaomi Poco F1 watch. Okay, it's probably a mirrored image. Huh? Okay, I just felt like I just need to post it uh, somewhere about the challenges of my life that I experience. Okay, and I felt like I shouldn't go unheard. Okay, and I am also posting this in a good conscious mind, and I know, and I am very much aware of the consequences, and it's important that I register what is happening in my life. Okay, and I am the proof, and I don't have any other proof other than what I'm going to say right now. Okay, what is happening to me is the proof, and how my life is, as I told or as I say, is the proof. Okay, and it's the painful part of my life. Okay, I feel like I should share it somewhere. Okay, and earlier, in whenever I felt little difficulty, I would post that on Facebook, social media, and I would just leave it there. And later, it had consequences coming back to me with a lot of uh, butterfly effect, for which I didn't expect. Okay, and these butterfly effects had mm, so much lies attached to what I was writing about my personal life, and they tried to destroy the actual experiences and the actual truth of mine. Okay, and I registered few things on 2017 as audio file, and I sent it to a friend, and I posted many things on Facebook, and I would say in my conscious that was very uh, truthful experiences that I have been going through. And then I understood that I've been used to talk about my life. Okay, and if they pressurize me at certain levels, if they're going to cause me troubles at certain levels, I couldn't bear, and I start registering, and they make that as a saleable material, and they make life. I do not know who is part of this, but they do. Okay, so I am definitely and deeply affected in many levels. Okay, I myself self-diagnosed as a non-visible disabled person in 2015, when I realized like I might have PTSD. Okay, and this was after the concussion I experienced in 2013. Okay, and I posted that on Facebook, and while my family members denied that I have anything like that. Okay, but it is true. And I haven't gone to any of the proper therapist or doctor to speak about it, but whenever I had chances, I had a couple of chances when I was working, and people used to say the same thing that I say to others as advice, or like whatever I say comes back to me as advice. Okay, and that felt like I'm just wasting my time talking to others. Okay, okay, this is not about what happened in 2017, or this is not about what happened in my previous years or anything, but this is a reflection of everything that is happening ever since I got into qui- uh, ever since I quit my job in 2014 and got into photography. And when photography is not taking off, when I got into skating, that's when I started seeing the world. That's when I understood the world is separated as left and right. Right being the people who believe in God, and left have believers in God, but they normally support mm, many other sessions of the society. They talk about hierarchical and racism. They talk about differences, and you know, they talk about many stuff that is essential, and they probably advocate for equality and many other things. I've been trying to understand that and to put myself as in like, should I be part of this or part of that? Okay. But to stay inclusive, we need everything. Okay. You go travel on one side of the road and come back on the other side of the road. So you need both sides. Uh, but it's only coming from my needs. Okay, I can't advocate for someone else. Okay, so my life, coming to my life, how that affects that is that I did photography talking about temples. Okay, I did photography talking about ancient architectures, and they considered that to be a right wing thing. Okay, then I started skating. It's only because like my photography did not take off as I thought. Nobody was buying my prints, and I thought like I would advertise more and get into YouTube and start advertising more with the YouTube of my photography stuff, so that uh, I don't affect the existing establishments of photography who teach photography, but rather I talk about my life and what I do in photography, especially in the genre of fine art photography. And I started with my native language, and then I felt like nothing was taking off, and then I moved on to the language that I'm comfortable with, and that's what I'm speaking to you right now with. Okay, it's English, and I'm not that well versed in English, but I speak mm, in the way that I could able to put or grab or arrange words in certain way that I could communicate what I'm thinking to you. Okay, so hope you're forgiving about that. Okay, so why this video or going live at 4 7 a.m. in the morning? It's about sharing the truth of my life. Okay, I did even create a thumbnail, but I couldn't able to share it immediately. Okay, so this uh, hi to Crystal Moore and Zella B Silva. Hey, but anyways, uh, people do watch live videos at this hour. Okay, so what I wanted to share, okay, it's about the pain that I endured every single time that I'm been living this life here in my place with my family. Okay, so in 2015, 2014, when I quit my job, it was of several reasons, because like I fell in love in an office environment, and uh, I couldn't take the rejection of the love, and I tried to work there. I thought many things were ethical, but many things were very different. Okay, and I normally don't interfere in the existing system. I only question about the injustice that is happening to me. So I felt like that is a very huge establishment to question. So I thought I would quit or move to Bangalore or Bengaluru. So I moved to a Bengaluru office, and I found the same thing happening there. And it was more like people talk. That's all. That's what everything is about. So people talk about your life, your whatever your activities and everything, all allowed. Okay, and that was like so annoying, and I quit. And I quit for the second time. Okay, then my family um, came and gave some situation wherein like my father was having some situation with the health, and I felt like, okay, it's important for me to get back to the job. But so I took back the job within the notice period. So that irked the people who have been working there, and they felt like I we have recruited or we have been started looking for the people for your position, and I got to quit. Okay, so and yeah, I signed off something, and like I am quitting, and they let me go. Okay, so and it was a smooth transaction. I have no regrets about that, because otherwise I wouldn't have gotten into doing what is my passion was. Okay, which is photography. And my photography thing started very long time ago during my college days or my school days. I had a hotshot camera. I used to shoot with that, and but nothing was taking off for me. Okay, so because like every time I get into photography, people would destroy it. I had a camera. I was shooting it during one of the college times, and somebody took my camera and shot someone else who was taking bath, and that guy was so mad that he removed the film and everything. So my photos which I took in that role was destroyed. I was afraid, and I couldn't add more roles and take myself. But though I did, I just let the camera go. I was not shooting much. I let others shoot, and so that the film survived, and something like that. The story was bigger. So I felt like I, I should own a camera. I then went to few North Indian trips, but I thought those films were not developed because people who I trusted believed that my friends are cheating, so they don't want to pay for the development of the film. So that memories were lost permanently. I'd never had it, so I felt like, okay, people are against what I'm trying to do, so I should buy my own camera and start doing it. So I had it like deeply planted in my head, and I was trying for animations because like films did not work for me. So because I tried something and I felt like you are being brought under somebody and you got to do what they say. You are mostly serving them rather than learning what the craft is. So that's when I felt like, okay, I should equip myself technically. So I went into animations and started learning what is in the background, and that helped me a lot. I did learn a lot, including photography, and I came back only due to the work environment stress. That was long back. I'm talking about before my uh, uh, quitting of job and getting into photography. Okay, so that was a sabbatical, and then I went for another job, and then I took a break due to failure in love and everything, and started photography, right? So ever since then, I came here in 2014. I've been experiencing very different life. Okay, people talk, and I feel like people talk very much more related to my life. How did they know? They talk as like they know me very well. They talk about my bank accounts, how much balance I have, what I did yesterday, what I spoke yesterday to someone else, what I thought actually. I thought like it was something else, someone is blabbering something, it's not much serious to think about. Why should I worry about all these things? That's how my thought was, and I was extremely depressed because I had a love failure, and I thought I was adapted to this family. So I felt like, okay, if I am adopted in a family, I should marry someone who the family says. Okay, because just in gratitude that I wanted to spend, saying that, okay, this is my life, okay, I'll give the gratitude of my rest of my life to this family. So I thought I would do that, but later I came to know that was also a twist. So I pulled myself out of that, because for 1.5 hours that family actually tried to convince me that we have got a Canada based groom, so we will groom a bride, or which one is the male. So we are going to get our daughter married to him. So if you are still interested, let us know. No, I told them, so I understood. I told them, no, I'm not interested. Okay, so then that marriage happened. I didn't even go. I invited a couple of friends and I told them I'm not interested. I myself is not going for this marriage. So I asked them to go back. So not to come. Okay. So I didn't even send them the invitations later. Okay. So those things were happening in between photography pursuit. I got my PF and everything. I was learning. I had a couple of events order coming for photography. I tried to do printing of an album. I edited a lot of things, and nothing did not work. Nothing worked, and my camera started failing and everything. And that's when mm, I thought my parents helped me, and they're still helping me, but something is frictional, and I don't understand what is it. Okay, and uh, I got the capital amount of some amount. Okay, say like 4,75,000 or something. That's what I asked actually, and I took another 2.5 lakhs later for YouTube, starting YouTube. I'll come to that later. Then initially I took this amount, got the cameras, gears, and everything. I was doing photography. I thought like it will take off. I brought a printer, bought some papers and everything, tried to sell prints. Event was not working for me, hence I jumped into fine art photography. So nothing did not take off. Fine Art America website, I thought I'll sell at least one or two prints. That did not take off. So in between these things, like my health was taking a beat. I don't know why. I would sleep. I wouldn't be able to get up. I wouldn't be able to walk properly. I would be like walking like this. Something would be holding my lower back. I learned something was wrong, certainly wrong, and I started getting cured. And I had some got to visit dermatologist back then. So, and my PF was going off because I had KTM Duke 200cc. I got to get it serviced. So many things. Okay, so and I'm just trying to connect the dots over here. So where does these stories put me down now? I'll come to that. Okay, so and then uh, uh, and I asked help from my parents again, saying that try to settle me somehow so that I can take care of you and take care of myself and get married to the person I love. She is from a different caste as well. That is also a politics here. I later understand. Okay, and they tried to help me with the YouTube venture. They gave me that money, and I started the YouTube venture. Then I felt like it hit it off somehow. People talked. People always talk, and I more so after falling in love, I started finding the relation between the words. What people around you say, it's more about your life. Actually, they can read your thoughts and say that, and I did not realize back then, and now I realize more so. And YouTube kind of hit it off, but I was not getting views, I was not getting any money, monetization, etc. So I know that this business will take time, you got to invest. But later I understood during the course of 1 year itself that my videos are being taken and being sold to someone else, and this was happening within the family by somebody else as sibling or relatives or cousins, or even my parents kind of supported this. I don't know why they did this, or they might have their own reasons, but I told them like this is not the right way. Even then, even back then, I but my way of expressions will be like uh, being having a PTSD. When you realize something, you will be in shock, so you will be talking loud. Okay, the loudness doesn't mean anger, it only means frustration, or like couldn't be able to understand what is happening, being feeling helpless. So this is not the right way. You need to build your YouTube um, subscriber base. You will get the money. I still want to keep my content free. Free doesn't mean like you can take and exploit it. It means like it'll be available in my account. You're not allowed to take and exploit it. Okay, and I did not authorize or sign a release or agreement to be telecasted anywhere or used in any other medium or any other form. I actually told them and everything partly, but I don't know how it went unnoticed. You know, there were problems everywhere. I won't be led to record. So then I was taught in that first 1 year or 10 months, The more you hide your problems, people celebrate you, or like they will appreciate your work. Okay. And if you're talking too much technical, and if they feel it to be very difficult to understand, they will be like they will try to suppress your thoughts. They will try to give negative feedback. They would say like, you're stupid, okay, and you got to accept it. Or they will let you do the dishes on your own, do the most disgusting job, and let you do that, and expect you to stay calm. Okay. And they did all that, and I went through all that. I started learning. They thought my videos are arrogant because I'm only talking about what I know back then. So that one thing led to another. Then these people on the streets would jump into my compound, jump away. I found those things to be very annoying and very different. I don't understand actually. I did not understand how this place works back then. So I would tell everything to my parents. Sometimes it would be out of the loud talking, but sometimes I would be like, I don't understand. I was like, my room is very small and everything. I was just basically talking about my life, okay? And people don't talk that. They present themselves very differently online. I never knew that. I was like, everything is like green everywhere, but actual what you learn from school and reality is very different. You don't follow the same righteousness, you don't talk truth, you don't follow the rules, but you don't, you do everything that is opposite that you was being taught in the school. The people who fought for your Indian independence, what they taught you is being taught in the schools and nothing being followed in real life. Okay. And if you speak about it, that is stupid. And I learned that you should not react to the videos of YouTube, and especially political content. And you're being monitored even if you share it on social medias and everywhere. That's back then. And in one fine day in 20, all the problems peaked up, and I was told we are moving. Okay, all of a sudden. And people had 2 months of time. I had very little time because I was doing YouTube and I had only a small room, and I can't pack and live there. So I just came. I was too tired actually. If you heard how many times I moved, I was living in Vellore Katpadi, right? In my first 4 years of life, we were living in the BHEL company's quarters, and then we moved to Katpadi, where we built a house from on my fifth grade. We stayed up until there till 12th grade, and I was asking more when I joined the college or something. I was asking, or basically fighting for my rights or self-respect. So my parents moved to Tiruchirappalli or Trichy. So I eventually I moved there. So but I stayed in the college, and from Tiruchirappalli I went to Bengaluru for animation. From Bengaluru I went to Hyderabad for a job. From Hyderabad I went to Mumbai, and from Mumbai, within Hyderabad I shifted to I moved 2 times in the house, and in Mumbai I moved 2 times and for different houses within the stay of 4 or 5 months. Then I came back here because life was so bad. I was supposed to go to an ashram and become a Swamiji. That was my thought when I quit my job in Mumbai. I actually booked to that place, but I got in the middle and came to my home. Felt like, okay, I haven't experienced the materialistic life much. But I took that sabbatical. That did not work. People gathered and created something, and huge chaos, and I panicked and I moved faster. What happened, I still don't know. Okay. And I hurt my mom, and that happened. And this is not a statement, this is only a victim's point of view. Okay. So people tried to compel me and force me into something, and this was happened. And they since then they started blaming me for everything. My life went down. Okay. So then it went to a peak of getting back to the job and everything. Then I quit for photography and all that, right? So uh, where were we? We I moved to Srirangam. My parents were in Trichy from BHL township, and then they moved to Srirangam, and then from Srirangam I moved to where uh, mm, moved back to BHL quarters again within Tiruchi, and from Tiruchi, I moved to Chennai. From Chennai in Velachery, I moved from Nanganallur to Velachery, Velachery to Thiruvanmiyur, from Thiruvanmiyur to uh, mm, Perungudi, and I stayed in Perungudi for a while, and then Perungudi to Bengaluru, in Bengaluru Whitefield. From Whitefield I came back to Perungudi. Even this is like in the later 2014 times, and from Perungudi I came back to Trichy, and in another 2 years to we moved again to another place locally here, and then came back to this old house and everything, and then we moved again. So with all these things happening inside my head, this is particularly PTSD. So you have it everything in your head. So I felt like I need time. I did not pack. So I had only 3 times. I even recorded that video on GoPro saying that I did not like moving to this new house. Okay, so when we came here, I I was panicked because my phone was hacked. That's what I believe. I was on a 4G network, but people can follow my passwords and everything. I do not know how it happened. There will be additional column appearing right above my Google keyboard, and people try to character assassinate me more so after starting skating. Here, when I found photography did not work, people would all yell at me and see like how I react and everything. And people started. I would post few videos in advance to my YouTube account for forthcoming months to be released, and they would release those videos in advance, and they would call like, we have seen it already, it's a old video. And that's what the comment I would get. I will be shocked, how is this possible? And if you're going to encourage someone, why people are discouraging? And since then, it's been 7.7 years, and I've been facing many troubles. Um, the troubles involve criminal intimidation. They would yell bad words. They will speak in a way to intimidate you. Okay. And they will expect you to stay calm. If you react or if you claim your self respect, they will turn it towards you and they will blame you for that. And they will try to character assassinate you by recording only your statement and not their what they did to you. And this is coming from certain forward community where I live here. Okay, I am not shy. I'm not shy enough to say that. Okay, and people call them Brahmins. Okay, and I've experienced other kind of caste-based discrimination here as well because I was identified from my childhood as who was born in this Brahmin community. But later, once I started understanding the world, in up until 2018, I didn't understand. That's when I understood, like when I was 38 years old, like, okay, world is split into left and right, and I have to take my stance. And I started skating to encourage everyone to be part of it. So I put that skating thing in the far left side. So that's when I started so many discriminations and problems. People who follow photography wanted me to do more for photography. Okay, and people would actually, in 2021 or 2020, end of that, they will create extreme noise. They would beat over here. They wouldn't let me sleep. Okay, and when I questioned it, they tried to turn things on me. Okay, and they tried to character assassinate me. They would come, 4 to 5 people would come and shout in front of our house, and like when you try to protect yourself, and they would turn everything against me and character assassinate me, and they call you that you have totally destroyed the name of uh, this apartment and also the apartments in front of you. But the people who came and did that to me, and they actually secretly took a photograph of mine saying, like this, I do this quite often, saying welcome or sorry or something. And they published that, okay, that I accepted whatever they said. But that's not the truth. But I was like, it's truth being twisted. Okay, that's what I was arguing for. And many things happened actually. People were trying to do criminal intimidation, and they will sexually harass you in the ways that you don't imagine, saying words like, "Did you jerk off today? Did you take bath?" And your this thing is visible. Your bums are too big. They will say unwanted comments, and they expect you to react, or by asking you to stay calm. And these things happen. It's more so after August 2023, because like they can listen to your thoughts. That's when I understood that people can read my thoughts, and they would speak out loud my thoughts to me constantly, 24 by 7, in a loud fashion, either by speaker or to the TV. They kind of started a web radio later, or I do not know what happened. We'll read 24 by 7, I'll be hearing voices. And they'll be twisting my thoughts, they'll be saying the same things. And all the 7.7 years of posting of videos of YouTube, they have been taking it out of me, and they will sell it. And the people who live in this apartment, they live their life based on this. They will force me to post video. Okay, they will create uncomfortable situation. People would come and shout near where I take bath, when I brush my teeth in the bathroom or take a dump. They will comment live about how I take a dump, because they can read my thoughts. Oh, you're pressuring yourself now. Okay, now the shit is coming out of your asshole. Okay, and they would comment it live. Okay, and I can hear it, and people outside would make loud noises, yell criminal intimidation, as in like yell bad words. Okay, and there are visitors, there are relatives of people who live here. They have done such crimes, and people who live here in this ground floor, people who live in first floor, second floor, are part of this. And most of this are coming from Brahmin community. I don't shy away to say this. Okay, I know who did this to me. Okay, and I can point out, but I don't have any evidence. And I don't have the financial ability to fight them. They are politically inclined, they have political support as well, being the caste thing. And I don't know, nobody questions them. And all my money is lost, actually. It's been frozen to someone else account. And well, sadly, my parents were part of it. I always try to give good credit to my parents. My siblings were part of it, my cousins were part of it, my relatives were part of it. They were trying to pull me down. That is what basically that is happening. They don't want me to go to movies, they don't want me to do what I'm trying to do, as in walking or cycling or long distance skating or fine art photography, or the movies or movie script. But they want to travel on me for lifelong, as in like they would curse me. They would take my work, they will sell it, and they will enjoy going luxurious foreign trips, luxurious photo works all over India. They will buy property, they will buy lands, they will build apartments, they will buy new cars and everything. And I'm literally not living my life, because I'm the one making videos, and I have zero funds. Okay, they gave me some allowance of 3,000 initially. Then when I got YouTube funds, I told them to cut off $1,000 in the name of the YouTube funds they were giving me, so that I will take 2,000 as my allowance for some time, and then like I would continue that way. When YouTube start giving me the money, I'll live my life. That's what I thought. And you know and in between, after all this character assassination, they try to accuse me and all that, and they themselves like, okay, this guy is good guy, he's calm, he's not speaking, that he wouldn't have committed that crime of criminal intimidation or talking loud or anything. I actually, these stresses were too much that I would come inside my room and I would vent my stress. Okay. I wouldn't be venting my stress elsewhere. I would vent it inside my room. I would talk to my parents loudly because of my non visible disability, which I started understanding that people are using it as a weapon against to speak against me, and to character assassinate me, that I am flight risk, I'm not eligible to have a marriage, not a child, you know I'm not eligible to have a good family, I would hurt women. They would try to put all these things on my head and try to destroy my life. I'll tell you, in the 7.5 years of posting videos, uh, people, the same people who told me that I'm uneligible to have a family, have a kid, have to have a marriage, or have a peaceful life, you know, uh, n- they said this only because I was in love with a person who's coming from a Christian family, and their own daughters or their own cousins or other peoples are getting married because with the videos that I make, and they sell it, and they do all their marriages, they gift lavishly to those the people. But and those people are jobless. Okay, they what their duty is, once I started posting videos in English language, they will take my videos without my knowledge. When I go for workout, they would come to my room, grab my hard disk, and copy the videos. Or these days, they lift it off by hacking my internet, and they would, voice over with a local language or a different language, and they sell those videos. And those people have no jobs. They are married to the same community within the Brahmin community that they are. I don't know what classification, Iyer, Iyengar, Namam, whatever. But I've come out. I've become an atheist. I follow no caste. I want to stay as a human, basically. Not I've identified with any of those. I'm this, I'm that. Not even being Christian, not even being Islam. I need no religion. Okay, I just need to remain as a human. People use I only then I understood people use religion and caste as a means of survival. If you belong to one caste or one religion, people will come to you and give you a job and give you a life, basically. That's what they are doing. Okay, but anyways, it works for you, happy, but it doesn't work for me. I want to stay as human as possible. But these people, just because they belong to the same caste, they are married, and they would go behind every single person I'm actually interested in, genuinely interested in, and they would destroy my relationship with them by talking at my back without my knowledge. Okay, this is what happened with one person that I'm still in love with, in one-sided love, and this is what happened with another person, and it's continuing to happen. Like, they put an image like I have this persona, like I hurt people, I'm incapable of having a family, unable to have a child. At one point, people advertised I had some STDs, and they they blabber anything. Okay, I don't want to take all these things, but these are around me all the time, and being with a non-visible disability of PTSD, CPTSD, anxiety, and misophonia, it affects me, and they want to shut my mouth and keep it quiet so that I don't talk back, I don't fight back, and I don't ask for my rights and be a slave and obey what they say. They think they can go on like this. But since I don't have the means, since I'm still dependent, the people who are, you know, hurting me and who are keeping me in control, I don't have the ability to fight back. I don't have the means to show the proof that they have been doing this. Uh, my health has taken a toll in all these things. That's what I'm trying to see. Since August 2023, I have not slept well. You can see it on my face. These marks, it's not visible in anywhere in my life in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2030, 2020 or elsewhere. But when I started long distance skating, I was idle for 6 months. I was doing YouTube and I was idle for 6 months, and the marks started appearing. Only then I came to know, in 2020 only I came to know, people are selling my videos, they're taking money, that's different. But what I understood was people took money in my name, committing that he will give this many videos, he will give that many videos per year, and they put that money in their pocket and they went, and they would get their daughters married, son married. They would pay the school fees, lavish school fees, like 6 lakhs per annum, 3 lakhs per annum, such kind of lavish school fees. And they would use it for their personal use, and I would have nothing. Actually, my health is being taking a toll, and I had no money to go to the doctor even now. Okay, at one point, it's actually attempt to murder. If I had a very serious injury, they let somebody chase their dog and bite me. Okay, this happened in 2023, and I'm not sleeping because like people always talk and my thoughts are being repeated to me. You imagine I'm talking to you and there is a echo of my own voice coming to you every time you watch my video. How would you watch my video? You won't be watching my video at all. How annoying it would be. That's how I am feeling every single minute of my life since August 2023. And they would say mean things. They would say every single thing that you're doing. They would talk in detail about how you jerked off. They would, I didn't know before. They would talk how you're taking a shit, how you're peeing, how you're taking a food, how you're eating. They would talk in details. I have so many warts in my hands. Okay. These things were never there before. I had to, I in 2014, the same thing happened. I had a stress and I had to go and remove it in a dermatologist thing. Okay, I had rashes on my upper thigh. Now I have these kind of warts on my upper thighs as well. I don't know what to do. I can't afford those treatment. Okay, and I would show you one thing. Hope you can see it. Okay, you see the chair. Okay, this is my leg right now. This is my leg right now, and this is a dog bite that I took in 2023, and this dog bite is not healed till now. In October of 2023, a dog bite me, and this is the dog bites condition, and I can't take treatment properly. I'm supposed to go to the government doctor, but I couldn't go there. I'm not feeling comfortable, but they did make me comfortable though, but I don't feel like going there sometimes. And not to blame anybody. So, and if you look at my feet, it's swollen. Okay, let me remove the phone and I'll show you. I sh- will show you. Do you see my feet? It's swollen. It's because of uric acid, or I do not know what it is. And I have rashes all over on my feet. These black color segregations. And my right leg is okay, but it does have these black color segregations. Okay. As I am talking right now, people are still talking outside, making fun of what I'm talking right now to you in the live video. Okay. And since 2014 and 15, I just realized people make something in my food. As a homeopathy medicine, it's a colorless liquid, tasteless liquid, and it could be part of treating me for blood pressure or sugar or any other thing. They would mix it in my food. If I keep it in the fridge, or if I come off from kitchen to my place and close the door, something would happen to the food. I had several food poisoning in between. For the tastiest food that I made, it'll be a chana masala. Next time when I'll have food poisoning. I'm not joking. And I'm doing my workouts, and I have completed 5,500 kilometers in this 4.5 years, or at least 5 years. And I have been in the worst health conditions or being fat only after this starting workouts. Not before that. I was lean before that. You can check with my videos. Those are my proofs. I was on keto diet for 1 year, one year and 7 months or 8 months. But even if you check at the beginning of my YouTube videos, I was not on keto diet. I was In the first 10 videos, I was not on keto diet. It's after 10 videos, I started keto diet. And till 2019, I was able to continue. But after 2020, I couldn't be able to continue much. Prices went up. People survived selling my videos during corona times when they did not have any job. So bunch and bunch of relatives came and stayed in my apartment, and I wouldn't even know like they are staying here, and they will abuse me. They will use criminal intimidations. They will shout bad words. They would harass. They would try everything for me to yell back and fight back so that they could brand me as some unfit guy to live in a social environment and everything. And they call it qualification to be in movies. If you want to do multiple discipline, say if you like direction, if you like acting, if you like music, if you like this thing, if you want to do all these things, you got to bear with all these troubles. If you're quiet, you're good. If you're not quiet, you're bad. We won't remember you, or we won't encourage your work. Okay. The amount you shut your mouth, the amount you are good. That's what they aim it to be. And even if it is injustice that is happening to you, and I hear many stories, and this is because of sheer competition or something. They steal my videos and they just voice over with another language, and they're considering that to be competition. I don't know how. And my health is taking a beat. Actually, I have some more coloration somewhere, and yeah, I've turned so much fat, and um, I've been definitely harassed for being fat. And people, when I go for bicycling, I've had people coming at the back yelling bad words, and they would comment on how my bums are looking like, and they would go. This is Adam teasing. Okay. I never complained all these things before. I just want to tell you that this is a difficult life, and I'm going through this, and this is the current life, and this is my current truth. And I wherever I go, people will do criminal intimidation. They will yell bad words, and they are reacting to what I was thinking the day before. Okay. No constitution stops you from thinking. No constitution law stops you from speaking your own truth, your right to speech. Be it wrong, be it right, be it a lie, be it a thing, but you should be heard. Okay. But in my case, where I'm only speaking the truth and what is happening to me, and this is being stopped, even before I start thinking, even before I'm thinking. If I think, they would react to that tomorrow, doing criminal intimidation, talking bad words, yelling bad words. Bad. I'm like, you wouldn't have heard such bad words before. And I had to fight back in my thinking. And I would say something in my thinking. Okay. And they would, okay, we have got this. This is a superb video. This video is going to be a big hit and something. They would say something, and they would go, and they wouldn't let me sleep, and they would torture me at midnight 2:30 or something. They would yell something and wake me up. But I have to go for a workout in the morning by 6 o'clock, for which I'll be waking up by 4:15. And if I'm not sleeping for 4.5 hours, how will I do a long distance skating ride for half marathon or 10 kilometers efficiently? Can you imagine? And I only slept for 4 hours and 45 minutes on the day of marathon, and I survived 9 hours of my ride. And they wanted me to file. They'll be constantly saying, fall down, fall down. I can hear them even if I am 10 kilometers apart. I do not know how that frequency is being tuned into my head. I can hear them anywhere I am, but they can understand my thoughts anywhere they are in the world. I don't know how that happened. I hope they can do it. Okay, and it is told to be that only these people can do this wherever I am living in. And this has become a curse rather than being a boon. Okay, and they force me to do more photography videos so that they will keep silent. And they don't work. They're absolute garbage. They just sit. They are like the insects in the garbage, they just eat the garbage and sit. They don't do anything. While my sabbatical, every single time that I took, I learned something new. Okay, and they're trying to put that on me, saying that we are having a vengeance on you. Okay, they're trying to pin everything on me. Okay, so this is my current truth. Okay, imagine people would show off saying that they are doing photography. Imagine people would show off saying that they're doing skateboarding, as if like these are the coolest thing in the world. I'm doing both. How happy I should be, and how much um, I should have earned by now, at least to support myself in the personal financial situation. But I'm not, and I don't have the girl that I love beside me, and they would yell when I make my videos. They would come and yell near my windows. Before that, it's much worse. When I had the windows open, these windows will be open. They would actually take a look what I'm doing from inside. Okay, they would jump here and they would take a look. They would jump there in my toilet windows, and all these things happen. They would send their kids. They would jump and push the things that is on the shelf rack. Now they are yelling. They will try to push this on me that I'm talking on a camera, recording videos in the early morning, disturbing them because I just did a 24-hour stream. So it's illegal to talk, right? In this place, you can't open your mouth, right? Hmm? It's your room, it's your internet, it's your current, and it's your right to talk. And people would yell. And I'm not here shouting nonsense to wake them up in bad words. But I'm just talking my own truth right in front of me in my own YouTube channel, and people are going nuts because like I'm talking truth about them. I don't want to bring names right now unless I have the proper proofs or evidence, but I would definitely dig into this for sure if they're going to continue harassing me like this. When I have the means, I would definitely go back every single person who hurt me in this apartment in this place. But do you think that is a wise move? I am actually 43. How long do I have to fight for my rights? But many things say that every single cell in my body says that I should fight for what is that is mine. I should fight for my self-respect. I should fight for what they have taken it from me. Can they give back all the time they took from me? They might return the money when I keep fighting. Can they give back the money? I should be married to the person that I love for 13 years. Can they give back that 13 years or 14 years or 15 years? They don't. They separated us on the basis of caste. Can you believe that? Too many things, hurtful things that is happening to me. I have posted it detailedly on Instagram and Facebook about this. Okay. And right even now, people are like, do you feel angry? Do you angered by what we say? And they're making fun of me. And these are relatives, so-called relatives. My sibling brought them here, and they have hired a team to do this all 24 by 7. Okay, and I would definitely have my vengeance someday, but not in this way. I'm a righteous person. Even when I had no food to eat, and during my animation days, I never stole. I never went in other ways to fill my stomach. I have slept without food. I always stayed righteous. I never took others' money. Never, never in my life. I would never do anything that is not righteous here. I'll try to be forgiving, but they are hurting me so much. But at least I should let them know like what they are doing is bad. That's why this video. Okay, I should register somewhere, right? When I feel helpless, where will I go? I find everybody that I trust has backstabbed me. My parents, my siblings, my cousins, my relatives, the people who I meet in this apartment. I don't even know. I don't even talk to anybody, but they have hurt me bad. The criminal intimidation of yelling bad words and everything. It's, it's like skyrocketing. You won't even understand what I'm saying. People come to my house in the name of visiting, and they would yell bad words as they speak. You won't know. They will. I'm talking to you, and imagine I've said something bad words in between, and you didn't notice, and they would do that. They call that my mistake, that I'm listening to them, and I'm getting hurt because what they're saying. And they would continuously yell in a very, very harsh tone to bring anger in you, to criminal intimidate you. And this is coming from right wing people who are calling themselves as Brahmins, who have calling themselves as believers. They have done this to me. I'm very strong about this statement. I would say it anywhere. Okay, my life is at risk. Definitely, they would want to have hire people and hit me. Okay, wherever I go. And this is happening when I go for long distance skating. People would yell bad words. When I go for bicycling, people would yell bad words, and I've remained calm. Wherever I go, I'm talking about. I did a half marathon. I have experienced that people let their dogs bite me and ask for money for not letting their dogs to bite me. I have experienced this, and this time it was shocking because, like, I thought it was a myth, but this time it is real. After I came back from bicycling, doing a half marathon, I heard it myself, and I saw. I was just walking with my bicycle, and people would let their dog to bark at me. I have nothing against the dogs. I love dogs. You have seen it, okay? Dogs. What is dogs? Like they're kind being. They're going to be loyal to their master, but it's the human who is behind that who is wrong. Okay, so what is happening to me is very, very wrong, and I'm facing quite a lot of injustice. And I express this to my friends. They stop talking. I express this to friends from other long distance skating community, and I can't trouble them too much. I sincerely, I will accept that, because when I say all these things, they have never heard of all these things happening to a human being in their part of the world. They never would have thought that, little they would have thought that these things would happen to someone in their part of the world in real life. That is also coming from the same family, relatives, or the people, or the group of people that he is living in. They have never might have faced the caste based or religion based discrimination. They wouldn't have faced racism much. Like, these are the people who have come from a very good background, and they have very sound mind, you know and they never actually been through much difficult times, but not the difficult times I'm speaking or I'm experiencing. So they felt like this was too stressful, and they don't want to hear my stories. So I stopped telling them. Okay. And seriously, I don't expect them to listen also, because, like, you can't trouble someone coming from very far land. But they genuinely cared for me. I'm very grateful for them. And I'm always grateful until I have breathed my last breath in this life. Okay. I genuinely, I'm very grateful for those people. But no one should live this life that I am living right now with such harsh conditions. Okay. And they would intimidate you criminally. And if you claim your self-respect, they would call it like, okay, this guy is getting angry, let's cut off his BP medicine. I don't even know I have BP or sugar. I do not know. They themselves say that, and they do this. And I would feel very different in my head, in my chest, and everything. And one fine day it will go off. And one fine, I don't take food from people who hurt me. They would hurt me one day, and on the other day they will pack the food, or they will buy groceries or vegetables, and they will send it to me, like my parents bought it. I thought, like, I would sincerely believe my parents are buying food for me, and they would cheat on this, and they call it like this is a different karma now, and we have uh, corrected our karma by for hurting him. We bought him food. What stupidity is this? Can I do the same to you? Will you accept? No, they won't. They can't actually keep what I'm thinking. So today I'm going to think something. They can't hold it to themselves. They think that I said something, I'm talking too much, I'm insulting them, and they would hurt me back way bad and way too much. The next day or the next time, when is the next turn to hurt or their turn to express what I expressed today? They would hurt me more. Do you follow? Do you follow? They are trying to bring the bad side in me. They have been trying to exploit my non-visible disabilities like PTSD, CPTSD, anxiety, and misophonia, and they have been trying to use that against me. And I understood, I learned all my trigger symptoms, and I never behaved in the way they expected to. Now they want to destroy my YouTube channel, but I just want to let people know like this before I go down, they should hear my story, because they would try, but they can't, they won't, because people are there to support, and YouTube knows like I'm posting some genuine content. So I'm talking about my life and the injustice that is happening to me, and I would say that anywhere in any of the courts that I have, I just don't have the evidence right now. I have to fight for myself. I don't have the means to travel to the places to fight for me for get a justice. I don't have the resources to collect evidences of what they have been doing, exploiting me and everything. I don't claim anything. What I'm trying to do is like just to have the happiness like everybody do. I'm my life, my quality of life depends on the videos that I post. Do you believe that? Does this happen to you? So you get a employment at some job and you work. If you don't work, they'll take you off the job. As simple as that, right? But when I was working, my quality of life worked upon how I worked in the office. I might be tired one day. I would say I have my time to do this job, so I'll do it next day. But the entire next day, I will have the repercussions of my previous day, saying that I was lethargic, I did not sleep, or like my food, quality of food that I get wherever I go, or the people call me names saying that this guy won't work, he's cheating, or movies will be made on you, or in different ways saying that okay, the main character is like this, he's an underdog, he's waste, and then he found his redemption and changes, or something like that. I'm telling you, I'm talking about some ripple effect. I'm not joking when I'm saying this, and I'm being constantly put into different challenges, different zone as if I am a lab rat, and they want to keep me here for quite a long time to as a study material, so that they could put me in some other better position and relieve me of my troubles, thinking they are relieving me of their troubles, giving more responsibilities. That is so stupid. My logic is all about like if you have some money, you want to go to a restaurant and have food, you just go and have food. The excitement of having food in a restaurant is what got me into movies. Attracted to me towards the movies. What the magic that I saw on the screens, that is what attracted me to the movies. It's not like I'm going to compete against somebody. It's not like I'm going to take somebody's job. It's not like I'm going to do the best and I'm going to prove that I am the only guy. No one is, everyone else is beneath me. You don't do that on a restaurant. You go to a restaurant, you buy the food that you can and eat and come back. That's all you do. You don't go spot somebody and say like, okay, I'm going to eat more than that guy, or I'm going to show off. I'm going to pay the bill of few people over here, or I'm gonna eat better than somebody sitting in front of me or beside me, or I'm gonna go on better clothes and show off there. You don't do that. Movies are also like that to me. Like I just go, have my food and come back. Nothing else. I want to have my slice of happiness. If I don't find it in this restaurant, I'll go to another restaurant. As simple as that. But like you're not supposed to go through what I'm going through. Okay, and they believe something. I do not know what they're believing in me, and they try to do all these things. And I've been hurt uh, several times like this. But dog, this time in 2013, my concussion due to an accident. It is told to be not an accident; it's an incident. People try to rammed me with a car from the rear and I got unconscious. Or people want to pin that to be a heart attack and they came to save me and they took me to the hospital. They did not have a wheelchair, but they walked me after they gave me anesthesia and they let me down and I fell down and hurt and cut my lip. People have many stories to tell me. And even when I had this scaphoid fractured, when I fell down, when the cow came in between, and the person who was trying to take an X-ray tried to expand my thumb way too much so that I'll hurt myself and come to them more often. I don't want to say where. So these things happen to me. I'm not joking. Okay. So the world that you're living is not what you think. No, it's not peaches and it's not all rainbow and sunshines. It has so much dark spaces, but you have to find your own light. And the challenges that I face and the kind of positivity I try to have in my life is mm, way too challenging. And I can't cheat myself saying that mm, eating a salt and saying that, oh, it's so sweet. I can't do that. Every single part of my life is bitter. I have experienced hurt, sadness, and depression every single point of my life. And I want to mention that here. I want to register that here. And people are happy seeing me going down, and they would use this video as a statement and try to put it against me some point, and they would put all the nonsense against me and try to punish me for what I'm doing right now. But I don't have any other choice. I'm helpless. I have to you know put my thoughts somewhere so that before I go down or before I um, shine, or my story is being heard. Okay, people only hear the stories of people who are successful, not the failures. Okay, I'm not a failure. I'm just being presented as failure when I actually try harder and I do better in everything that I've done so far, as I understand. And I don't have pride in it. I would have, to me, it's more like my life, like my 20s, my 30s, early 40s is my life. And I couldn't enjoy it to the wholeness only because, like, the people around me are ruining it. And they have ruined it successfully. Okay, and have written in detail. My quality of life depends on the videos that I put. People interact me different way in the way I put my videos. People, I won't get proper vegetables if I don't put videos of certain things. If I don't go for a bicycle ride, I wouldn't get certain things. If I don't go for a long distance skating ride, I won't get certain things. If I don't do photography, I won't get certain things. My water supply, my groceries, my food, the quality of electricity that I get, the quality of internet that I get. Everything depends upon the kind of videos that I put, and they have enslaved me and hurt me in a very bad way. If I'm making a video, they would actually interrupt and cut the video. You won't even believe this has happened to me, and several times, not once, more than 10 times. And they would shout, see, if you're going to make this video, you're making more videos of bicycling, not enough for photography, we're going to cut the power supply. And they would do it. Actually, they would call the EB office. They have connection, they are politically well connected. They would go call and say, like, cut the power for this particular house. And my mom's relative is one of the guy worked in the military. He's electrician, and he would wire something here and that would affect me, and that's how my computer monitor got ruined this time. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Imagine 7.7 years of posting videos. I have very limited resources of money to do this, and they got more than what they gave me. Okay, they have got enough, and like in millions and more than millions, actually multiple millions. They had enough to buy plots, build apartments, fly to a different foreign country, have a luxury trip, send other people who are troubling me in this apartment to different country, have a holiday and come back, or like buy them a scooty, or buy them scooters, buy them wealth, give them money, spend it for the education of their kids, school kids, college kids, people who are getting married, and all that. They have spent everything on many things. Okay, my IELTS score was almost 7, and my speaking in English was given 8, and my I was denied going to Canada, but rather one of the relatives of my siblings was was sent to Canada that year, and it was sent out of the videos that I make. The money that was sent out of the videos that I make, they won't accept it, but it is. If you dig into the bank accounts of these people, get their bank statements from where the money is coming from. If you follow the money, all the people in my apartment and my parents or my siblings will get caught. Okay, I don't have this proper means to do all these things, to climb my rights and the injustice I went through. I would they would They are the living examples of my life. Actually, they will tell the truth about like how they stole my video, and they how they telecasted it on different platforms. They have interacted, they have whoever they have come in contact with, they have done this, and they have converted it to euros, converted it to dollars, and many things. If you follow the money, you will know every single person here have has done injustice to me, and they wouldn't shy enough to criminal intimidate me in the parking lot. They will have the association here was not a registered body before they accuse me. Do you understand? It has to be a registered body in the government, and it wasn't registered, but they accused me. And even now I do not know how things are going here, but they have association meeting and stuff like that, but none of them actually blamed each other for doing criminal intimidation. But they called me that they character assassinated me, saying that I have bring down the names of three good apartments by my low life standards, while they were the reasons who intimidated me with criminal intimidation, uttering bad words and many other things. And these people are in families, come visit my home. What you will do? I'm going to say a bad word. What will you do? If you sleep, I'm going to say a bad word. What will you do then? In the night, uh, my relatives, my siblings would come here into the house and they will shout bad words. They will tap on the door and they will run. They'll hit the calling bell. They will run. Little things to irritate you and make you a villain in the story. I have to bear with everything. They would. There was a time like my couriers won't reach me. They would damage my couriers. One of the watchmen took the couriers and ran off. They would don't want me to make videos about skating. I'm living a very terrific life, and people think like I blabber too much. I talk about my sadness, my depression too much, but they would advise me to go to a therapist. While every person I came across says the same story that as I told, and they would advise the same thing. Why would I go to a therapist? I can't even afford. And and like if you add a pinch of salt too much in your food when you're cooking, and it's my food and I'm consuming, they would say like, okay, today's food is salty, this guy need to have a high blood pressure, let's cut off that tablet. And they won't. Okay, I don't even know if I'm actually having all these things. Okay, but I experienced all these things, difficulties, okay, which is related to blood pressure, blood sugar levels, low blood sugar levels, high blood sugar levels, high BP, low BP. And you can see the rashes building because of uric acid, because I don't have enough sleep. I was supposed to go for a bicycling ride because like I did not have a sleep, but rather I chose to make this video, risking my own life and my career as a YouTuber or a content creator, only to because like I just want let my story to be heard. I just don't want to go unheard. Okay. And there is definitely caste here. Caste based politics is definitely is prevalent, and I'm experiencing many things based on this. So much hurdles based on this. And I was asked to move out of Sri Rangam because I don't follow any religion or caste. I'm an atheist, and they are implying that every single time, and it even came from my relative's mouth, who is shouting here, uh, not letting me sleep. uh, he's the one who is responsible. They even have a jammer so that I don't have proper cell phone signal, so that someone would contact me. Do you? believe, do you understand what kind of life I am experiencing? They have they have hijacked the internet. They do whatever they want to do. Okay, they're letting this happen so that they can have the vengeance later. The live stream that I'm doing right now. Do you follow? So what I'm trying to say is like they would always come up with a story against me saying that whatever he's saying is lying. He did not have proper sleep. Either he's drunk. They would blame me, tag me in those things, and they would come up with a story to justify their actions, what they did. He would behave this erratically, extremely, this that, but they wouldn't tell the part of the story which got me to that point. When you are having a breakdown, it doesn't mean like you're having somebody moved your imagine somebody come when you're not there, you come and hacking your computer and going, they tell your passwords, they know your social media passwords, they know your bank account passwords, and they plot things to intimidate you, to make you speak, saying that uh, through someone else they want to test you, like if you are willing to spend that money that you have in your bank, which you saved for buying a bicycle or buying a hard disk. The intimidation is not simple actually. These can go and go and go on, but what I have experienced affecting my health, and it's affecting the quality of life that I live. People have exploited me, cheated me, extradited me of every single rights that I have as an individual. I've been kept as a slave, and I can't trust anybody. That's very important, though I give credits to my parents, but my parents do have a hand in this. I don't want to deny that fact. I'm not against them, but I just want my justice for sure. If I'm being cheated and if I'm being held for many other names they have called, and I would definitely apply defamation case on all these people if I'm being held responsible for what I'm saying right now, because I've experienced many difficulties and injustice just because I am, because the way I live, because the way I don't follow many things. I just want to live and love doing what I love to do. Okay. And mm, I don't know how to express this kind of injustice which is coming from society. I first heard like people, when you people say that you go to school, you get good marks, your life is settled. Then they say like you go to college, you finish the college, your life is settled. They only see the commitment that you have. Once you finish the college, when you get the job, your life is settled. But in the job, they say like if you have more certifications, that will promote you to better positions. If you have another master degree, that will promote you to better positions. If you have a PhD, it will promote you to better positions, uh, to CFO, CEO, and many things. And like it never ends, and in this process they lie. It's only to keep you engaged or keep you quiet for some time, or train you to be obeying the master. Who is the master? I do not know. The person with the money, probably. They're using your survival and your poverty to their benefit. As simple as that. And in my case, it's almost the same thing, because my situation, my demands are like this. Like I want to do what I love: walking, bicycling, long distance skating, fine art, photography, and few movies if I love to. If I can't do it, I want to do it. But they're using that, saying that I should go through all this suffering, only then you will get all the chances to do all these things. There are so many people who are fighting for this, but they don't get to do all these things. You are given preferences only because of what you have experienced, and people even dare to say that if you stay in this place for a very long time, and if you have come to a certain age, they will give you that respect. Okay, it's not immaterial that you have talent or you don't have talent. I'm an engaged person. I have achieved this far. I've become this. I've become that. I've become that. I'm an actor now. I'm a producer now. I'm athlete now. Whatever, whatever role they are playing in this. I'm a politician now. Whatever role they are playing in this world, but they take your life to be a joke. I don't care about what they say, but certain things, what I experienced because of whole lot of people in my life, I can daringly say that it was not designed by me, it was designed by the people around me. They throw meaningless, senseless, non-stop nonsense against me, and I have to deal with it. And you can't be right all the time; you will fall, right? So I've done it. I made this video daringly to let people know, like, I'm going through all these things. I'm suffering, taking a beat with the health. I've been taking a beat with my self-respect. My computers are hacked. My everything is. I literally don't have privacy. Okay, if I go out, someone would vandalize my room. Okay, they would inspect something or check something if I have anything. People have inspected my dustbins if I have anything there. They wouldn't even dare to plant a drug in my room to keep me here forever. You know, if I try to run with my girlfriend, if she shows up, shows in my doorstep, and if I go out and go out with her permanently forever, and they have given plenty of opportunities. My parents would disappear for some time, and they say they have gone to Canada. Do you believe this? My parents have said like they went to Canada, but they didn't go. They were staying in this very same apartment. My sister or like my sibling said like she would do a degree on chartered accountancy. She never did that. They were those things were never held responsible, or they have never been questioned. And I was questioned for every single penny that I spent in my life, and they character assassinated me for that. And do you know like the sibling who she's married to, that fellow took money to go to Canada, came back on middle of an MBA degree, and he was like Canada returned, and he was treated better. And they are married, and they are jobless. They have a kid, and their school fees also goes from the videos that I make, and they sell them. They have a share because they are the mediator between. I make the video, they translate, they sell it, so they have a share of what they're doing, and that's what their judgment is. I'm not talking rubbish here. This is fact. You can go check it. And my uh, problem is like I fell in love with a person who was a Christian, and the person I fell in love for the second time is also Christian, coming from a different country. That's the mistake I made. That's what they say. If I fell in love with the same caste, my mom has told me several times that if we are a thread, sacred thread, my life will turn upside down. How I do not know how illiterate they are, like how much not so sound the mind they don't have. They know how to survive in the system. So I don't blame them, but I just definitely need justice for what the injustice I've gone through. They can't give me the time back. That's what I want to say. At least they an apology or acceptance of what they did to me is very important. And all the cheated money they took it from me, that needs to be returned for sure. And they would say like they would argue, no, it's not yours. When I did not sign a release, when I did not sign an agreement to telecast my videos anywhere else, how was that possible other than being cheated, being pirated, being taken it from my place without my knowledge? When I don't acknowledge how they can do this, this is absolute injustice that is happening to me, and I'm being enslaved here for a very long time. And they call that like you need to shell out 10 years, 5 years before you get a good opportunity in the movie industry. You got to suffer for 15 years before you get a break. I don't know what kind of societal rules are these. This is a rubbish actually. Everybody should get an equal opportunity. You go to hotel when you are hungry, not when hotel says like now you can have your meal. Do you follow what I'm saying? Right? That's why I tried to move out of India a very long time. And I've been every time I try, I've been beaten down to sit here, and I have tried very long. I actually at one point I believed that I did not have any talent, and people are right about it. How stupid I was. I was not wrong. I let them abuse me. Only now I'm talking. If I had spoken from my childhood, if I had a medium, if I had a voice to speak about the injustice that I've experienced, like I would have probably had a better life before. But anyways, this even now there is one idiot making all the unwanted sounds to disrupt what I'm talking right now, and his intentions are not working. I want to convey that message right now, and I'm on my nerve, but I know how to control it. Even though I have non-visible disabilities, I'm managing it pretty well, and because I know my trigger symptoms. So yes, it's to be mentioned right now. I just want to mention that. So hence, you also know that where I am talking right now. Okay, so this is not going to end. So they're going to do the same disruption tomorrow morning when I'm sleeping. Okay, so yeah. But anyways, I've tried to convey as much as possible that I could do to you guys. I'm facing quite a lot of injustice for sure. And why am I still here? I have no other options. I need to move out of India actually. I don't want to stay here at all actually. And people don't want to think like I'm making friendship abroad only because like I have troubles here. I with a introvert personality and with a not so good people skills, like when I even talk to people, people think like I have a personal interest, and they think like I've been having that personal interest very long before I even expressed my love or proposed, like, will you marry me, or like, can we spend the rest of the life together? People think it that way. That's the effect of the people around me who go on my back and talk to those people. They plant those seed and send messages saying that okay, to cut me off like that. That hurts, definitely hurts. But what I'm trying to say is like, I'm here only because I have no other way. I'm helpless, definitely, and I don't like it here for sure. But I would love to express or achieve what I wanted to do as much as I can in the time that I have, and I want to keep posting my videos. And this is me, and you want to hear this. That's why I'm posting this. This is probably right now streaming as a private or public. I do not know, but you know, once I upload it or cut this live feed, I'll definitely make it public. And I'm not going to shy away or back off from every comment that I said. I'm very conscious about what I'm experiencing, what I've experienced. That's why I'm saying, how can I say this without any proof that I'm experiencing from one particular community? You come here, you'll know. There are many people who have come here who stayed there, who tried to do criminal intimidation, and they failed. And they would bring new people, and my parents would bring new relatives, and they would make them stay for 2 weeks, and they do criminal intimidation, yelling bad words, and see how I react to them. This has happened. I don't have proofs, but this has happened several times. If you have the CCTV camera around, you'll know how much time I spend outside, how much time I spend inside my room. I don't go out other than doing my workouts. Okay, and this is also part of my photo walks being coming down, because like they have cut the funds basically. They take all the money from my videos and they don't give me any funds. I have 2,000, 3,000, and right now they give me allowance of 5,000, and I have so many expenses to worry about. I have to pay my two-wheeler insurances. I have to pay Fine Art America website, $30. I have to renew my, which is a problem because like my credit card doesn't work in that website, and my I have to pay my website domain. I have to pay my website renewal. I have to pay Skate Idea, say membership renewal. Then I have to buy a new hard disk, and then I have to buy a new mobile phone. It's already 5 years old, and so many commitments. My computers are old. I don't go out to dine food. And I made that video, right, immediately I was taken outside for a restaurant to have food, and that's it. Do you think it's a show? My life is a show. And they want to prove wrong, that okay, they are right and I'm wrong. Whatever I say is like just out of unconsciousness, not having sleep, or they want to call like I'm a drunkard. I don't have enough money to carry on with all these things, and they put thoughts like YouTube would take way longer to give you money back and all that. They would say, ask people to say that to me. Like YouTube will definitely pay. The algorithm will definitely respond if you are posting in good videos in good time. Okay, good amount of short time. I know how to do that, but my computers are old. My everything is old, and I can't afford to do best thing because by the time I bought my computer, it was already 3 years old by technology, and it got outdated in the next 2 years. So how can you expect new things? And if you want to stay relevant, you got to edit better way, tell your stories better for people to watch your videos better and learn more. And if you were not updating your skill set, I what damage they have done to me is they stole my time, they stole my skill sets. I would all constantly update myself with my skill sets. When I had my PF, I learned about software called Azure, which is GUI, or what do you want to call that? UX design software from Microsoft. I learned landscape photography from lender.com. I learned many things which I can afford. By the time there were a few other sites, Coursera and many other sites were offering free courses. I would learn them. I watched those videos. I learned majorly from YouTube as well. My skill sets of learning DaVinci Resolve or color grading or Fusion Studio or Foundry, Nuke. I have done stereoscopic 3D course and Foundry Nuke. I could not apply that. I don't have computers to learn. I don't have 3D monitors to learn. And have nots or more here. And sadly, that is my story. I have nothing else to say. People say, like, okay, you whine. I don't want to hear this guy's story. I want to hear the story of somebody who's positive, who's full of energy, who sees life as sunshine, rain, and rainbows. But sadly, this is the truth. I want to put that online. I want people to hear it once in a while because this is the life I'm living, and every little thing that you see online that I post is beyond what I experienced, the sadness, the injustice I've experienced all these years. Okay. And you won't understand why people suicide, or you won't understand why people take their life or being killed and all that until someday that happens. Like, I'm not that guy, but I have faced many situations in my life, and even today, this night, go people shouted, yelled, my relatives yelled right from the first floor saying that go hang yourself, commit suicide. You can't. They will tease you saying that, oh, you can't bear us, right? You can't bear us. Nah, give up. Why don't you give up? See, I have a son now. They actually destroyed my love with somebody just because they belong to a different caste, and they don't let me marry to her. I was literally told this. I can't feed you both people in the same house, and we can't live in the same house. When I asked to my parents about the girl that I want to be married to and I want to live with her and all that, and they said me this, and they want to bring in their daughter just because uh, I'm jobless. They told me all these things because I'm jobless, but they want to bring in their daughter who's jobless and whose husband is jobless, and they have a son, and they want to take care of him also, and all with the videos that I make. How much injustice is that? It doesn't weigh balance, and they want to say, like, threaten me, like, if you want to get married, shut your mouth. How bad it is. Everything is screwed up, and my story has to be heard, and I won't let people take me down easily. That much I can tell you. People have hurt me and hurt me bad, and there were times like they would mix something in my food and it'll go spoil. I had wet food poisoning, and I won't be able to do the workouts, and they take money for the workouts I do, and they put it in their bank, and I don't get a penny, and what I get is food or vegetables or groceries once in a while. How hard it is. I put my blood and sweat. You saw how my leg is, right? How I literally took a bite from a dog. And they took the video, sold it, and they had the money in my bank, and they continue to hurt me. And it's been 2 years after that. How bad the kind of community I live in, the society I live in, the kind of people I live in. I not everyone is bad, but the people who have trying to hurt me are in large numbers. Okay, and they say like you're good if you shut your mouth. I tried to complain to the internet guys. That no one took me seriously. I don't know what cybercrime people would do, so I'm afraid to go and make a complaint or go to a police station and ask for a help for FIR to be filed because I got abused. Many people in uniform had abused me. Literally criminal intimidations, uttering bad words. So just when I crossed, they would utter in an intimidating way. I'm not joking. Okay, I'm not afraid. I have to mention this. I've experienced this. I've lived this life for this long, and this is not coming from one people or two people. And they try to dog me down. Dogging is something like you flag somebody as socially unfit, and he's a criminal or he has a criminal track record or he's a potential threat. You flag somebody like that, and you keep intimidating him for a very long, and there will be one point where he would tip because like he has a self-respect, and he would climb his self-respect saying like he would shout or yell back at you and use that point and bring everything against him and bring him down once for all. That's the practice. They want to, however big you are, however good you are, however good your thoughts are, however technically sound you are, they don't care about all that. They want to criminal intimidate you uttering bad words, and they want to beat you to their level so that when you are climbing your self-respect, hey, you can't do that, they would actually yell more at you so that they will intimidate you and bring the badness in you. They will capture only that part of you and bring you down and beat you down to their level, and they'll keep you there if you let them do it. Do you understand what I'm saying? I fell for it many times in my life, during my college days, during my animation days, during my another job days in one of the casino companies. And when I started my photography, when I had less funds to do photography, and people will force me like, you took money, you have to go for a photo walk. Who gave me money to do a photo walk? You only gave me money to buy the gears. You don't give me money to for survival. And they take the videos that I do and they keep it, and I don't get anything, and because of which I don't get to do it, even if it is my passion and if I want to I want to continue making videos. Do you follow what I'm saying? It's pretty pathetic situation. I'm helpless, and they asked me to go to a therapist. Oh boy, you need a therapy. I don't need a therapy. Society needs one. When you are thinking that you can take someone else's money and make a life out of it, when you can take the opportunity of someone else and call him bad and make your life happen, then you're sick, actually, and you need a therapy, not me. I'm a good guy. I'm trying to find peace in whatever I do. Okay. I have chosen the rarest of rarest things which people won't touch, and I'm trying to do that. When that is making to be a possible and means of life, people want to come and take that opportunity from you, seize that opportunity from you. That is the right word, or abduct the opportunity from you. That is the right word, probably. I've been through many depressive situations in which I'm trying to accommodate in a very short video, in a very short form. You won't understand. People who are watching from different part of the world won't even understand what I'm talking until you experience it yourself. You buy somebody, if they're going to cut you off in a queue that you have been trying standing there to buy a ticket or buy a ice cream, you feel bad. People have been cutting my life, my years, my time. I'm 43 years old now. I would have had a better life, and they have cut me off many times. And I didn't even know these things, these injustices are happening to me, and my life was at stake. Until at some point, I took a call, and then I have to stop them to say that, oh, no, this is bad, and I have to claim my rights. They don't even let me think. They are taking revenge for what I think, just because they can hear what I think, and they twist what I think. the meaning, what I think. They don't understand what I say. They don't even understand what I say. Do you follow? And they want to grab only the words that is offensive, and they want to retaliate and cause me revenge and stop me from doing everything else. If you they have heard people saying bad words and saying that if it is too difficult for you, then shut the fridge up and just go do something else. Okay, they are waiting for me to get to a prime point and they want to destroy everything and they want to own it. Do you follow? I started bicycling. I started having problem. I started long distance skating. I did not have any problem until some time, and after that, it had. Unless and until if the West, people from America and people from Europe did not recognize what I'm doing in long distance skating, they did not appreciate what I'm doing. I would have probably grounded or probably dead by now. You wouldn't understand what I'm saying, but that is the fact. I'm literally saying that people have killed me. Yeah, I hate this, and they want to push me to music because I can't handle stress. This is how the society is. You got to learn to live in this society, and this is what you need to live with, and this is the framework that you have been given and presented with. See, if I keep my mouth shut and just mind my business, that's what I'm trying to do. Let me tell you, I'll be a better person. Okay, but I won't make this a better place keeping my mouth shut. When you want things to happen in a peaceful way, even when you don't ask for it, that has become a better place. And it only happens by accepting and acknowledging our own mistakes and our own pitfalls and our own stupidity, what we are doing to others. And what people have done to me is a lot of injustice and stressful things and unlawful things and a lot of injustice. And they don't suffer criminal offenses because just because they belong to a Brahmin community, and they use they do criminal intimidation. Okay, and when I respond to it in the same intensity, they use that as an opportunity, saying that he is flight risk, he is doing some illegal activity, and they use that opportunity to monitor me in all the ways. They have my WhatsApp hacked. They read every messages that I put on WhatsApp. My parents, when they go out, they give their mobiles to their daughters, and they go out. Their daughter would be responding. I think I totally believed that my parents were talking to me once until I heard the message tone here and someone else was responding to it and acknowledging it for what they are doing, you know. And can you believe, like, they told like they moved to Canada and they stayed here. When I expressed this to one of my close friends from Netherlands, when we were in a good you know we were in a good kind of responsible way, when that person had time and free mind to accept all my stress, you know, that person told like what they did to you was very wrong. And many people, you know, they've bribed them, sending them, and they have bought up properties elsewhere, and they go and relax their mind and come back. My opportunities that come to me from movie industries or be it anywhere has been denied even before it comes to me. Someone else stand in the gate and filter and throw them out. What I'm living is much more complicated. Just because I understand, it hurts me even more. Actually, by living my life, I'm living a life of injustice where I'm just quiet about what is happening around to me, or what is happening to me, and by understanding even more of the injustice that is happening to me, I'm hurting myself even more by making such videos. Do you follow? And who would feel guilty for making or telling their own truth, or just getting things out of their chest and saying that this is what is happening to me, this is my own life, this is my truth. And people would make you feel guilty for telling your own truth and calling these people are bad, that people are bad, and people bring in big names, and they were the reasons behind your pitfall, downfall, the troubles that you have. I shouldn't call them. That's what they're saying. I will lose their support. That's what they say. And they sludge. They call me names. They Adam tease, and they criminal intimidate mostly. That is what I want to say. And they've done many things which is unlawful against me, and they get away with it just because they belong to one of the forward caste. You know, do you follow? I don't know what's with India. They don't quickly take actions against these people. But anyways, what I said is absolute truth. I take responsibility, but I also want to mention this here. This is not one should experience in the society or from the family or from people around you. Okay. And what has happened to me is absolute truth. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Let me emphasize that. I did not sign any releases. I am not married to anyone. I don't want any child. I I live with my parents. I'm dependent on them for now because I don't have the mm, financial, personal independence um, in many ways. I'm held captive in certain ways, enslaved for by my dreams. But it's not mm, uh, independent as in my own way. It's controlled by someone else. That's why it takes so long. Okay, I just want to put that out there, and I don't want to trouble my people more. Saying, watching my content, saying that I'm only talking bad things or sad things of my life. You saw my leg, and you still don't understand what is happening to me. Then it's not my problem. Okay, uh, my life is big trouble, and I faced quite a lot of injustice. And I don't think I'll go for a bicycle ride. And I did a 24-hour live stream for long distance skating covering the Miami Ultra Skate 2025, and people interrupted my live stream for 4.5 hours. I was in front of the camera talking like a stupid for 4.5 hours straight until I realized that app was not there running live streaming, and my live stream stopped at 3 hours and 18 seconds. How did you want to feel me? How do you want me to, or how do you expect me to feel about that situation? Yeah, I was confused. I was shocked. I was ridiculed. Like the injustice that is happening to me, the jealousy that people bring in to not grow, to help me not to grow. That is uncontrollable and it's criminal actually to hack into your Wi-Fi network, and they do it openly, and they don't care, and they are not sued, and no one is there to question them. Do you follow? And after 4.5 hours, it took 1 hour for me to figure out what to do, and if I have to continue doing live stream, if I do it this way, will it be better? Will it be acceptable? Will the long distance community accept this? Because I have built a standard for making videos of my own, with photography, with my long distance skating, with my bicycling. I have my own standards. People come to that because I offer something different, because I'm unique, or I have something unique to say. Maybe I may not look that great for them in front of the camera, but I have something unique to offer to them, something technical or something good or something bad. But they have something that is definitely truth, that is of my life, my slice of my life. But by these people's intervention, from cutting my funds for so long, but they make that and they lie to me. They fly to Singapore, they fly to USA, they fly to Canada, they Germany, they fly to Germany, they go to Netherlands. My gift was, I heard my gift was being delivered by someone else in person, and they go to Delhi, they bring people from Delhi here, they bring people from Bombay, they bring people from Gujarat, they bring people from Andhra, they bring people from Kerala, they fly them here, they send them back. All these money is coming out of the videos that I make. Where will they get this money from? And I do not know how they are balancing it. I do not know how they are funding it. But I know that my videos are making money and I am not getting it. Okay. So this is complete injustice that is happening to me. I can't trust anyone. I actually would forgive my parents unless I know like they have not done injustice to me. But if they have been part of any of the injustice, I can't forgive them. I really, literally at this moment would sue every one of them in my apartment, and I have not shied away that majority of the discomfort that I had since August 2023, or the people who have, or even before that, who tried to character assassinate me, or who have done a lot of criminal intimidation. Even coming inside my house, they have done criminal. They will pretend like they are on the phone call and do criminal intimidations, and they know like I would respond because I'm not lying about my non-visible disabilities. Like they know if they say completely all the bad words, like I would definitely respond because I am being character assassinated. Like I didn't even utter the same word, but I'm being character assassinated that I was uttering bad words. And in my room, I have so much tension. I was venting. That is different in a closed room and there is no one around. I was venting, but that is different from what they are intentionally doing. That is criminal. When you intentionally try to intimidate someone and try to put them in a bad picture, that is criminal intimidation. And they would do all these things, and it's coming from very close quarters whom you actually trust. And they have brought new people, new relatives of the people who live in our apartment has abused me, and they have also got benefited from the videos that I make. And if I don't go for a ride, they will abuse me. If I make videos, they will abuse me. If the video is getting released, they will abuse me, verbally abuse, harass me, sexually harass me. They will question like, "Are you not jerking off? It's jerking. You've jerked off for a very long time. You haven't jerked off for a very long time. Do that. We will record your screen. We will see what you are doing through the front camera." I always cover my front and rear camera. All these days, I've been very cautious about what they're doing. I'm experiencing quite a lot of injustice. I just want to register that. Okay. And I can't keep my camera open or my mic open. They are listening through this and they are trying to find ways to pick ways to destroy my name or assassinate me personally by character or by all means. They could do that to pull me down and not be in the dream industry that I wish to be, or like to achieve the dream that I want to. Okay. So I've experienced quite a lot of injustice in the many years, and they can't pay me by time. They won't be able to pay me by time. Can you put me back in with the girl that I actually loved? Actually, she had interest in me. Okay, they destroyed it. And can you give me back the 13 years or 14 years of my life that I would have had, the family that I would have had with that person? They won't. They destroyed everything. They destroyed everything. That's the note I want to say. And I'm in a pretty bad shape. I'm facing quite a lot of injustice from very close quarters. And my parents have understood now, but they're still part of some of the injustice that is happening around. They support their sibling, cousins, relatives, and the people in the apartment. I'm not shying away, let me tell you. In December month, there are bhajans that is happening here in the name of December Margari bhajans, and people have held bad words from that bhajans group. My father conduct pujas via WhatsApp by conducting mantras and learning mantras, reciting mantras. People have conducted bhajans or group sessions of uttering mantras, and they would yell bad word. Do you follow what kind of injustice that I'm facing? I have a small clip with me, audio recorded. I sent that to my parents, but this is continuously happening for more than 2 years now. And only this time I'm noticing in deep. I thought like it was not directed towards me, but as time goes by, you understand what is happening. People try to criminal intimidate you. I'm trying to go for a bicycle ride and they call me bad words. In the group of bhajans, they utter mantras. They are like, I'm so Brahmin, I'm so divine, but they yell bad words. Do you believe that? Do you believe that? This happened to me. And this is not only, I'm only not only blaming only that group community. I've experienced every other people, on the road who came across me have been verbally abusing me. People in uniform, people not in uniform, general public, old, children, teenagers, everybody has abused me, verbally abused me. I've been quiet. I've been very quiet. It's only that they don't, few took my name and yelled it. Many wouldn't say you, they'll just try to criminally intimidate you. They're being very clever. Okay. I've been through many things, I'll tell you. And this will create, the fear, and they would induce fear of injury by, sending their dog to hurt you, or they will send you the fear of injury by people hurting you, beating you. You come here, we'll see what will happen. We'll beat you. We'll mix all the cow dung in a water and pour it on you, or we will throw stones at you. We'll throw a ball, cricket balls or volleyballs when you're riding a bicycle or skating. You come here, we'll see what will happen. They've threatened me like this. I've faced so many threats like this. And little did that happen, fortunate. And I've avoided, I've chosen different routes. I would do, I main purpose of getting into cross training, when I can do long distance continuously, I will do long distance. Main purpose of getting into, because this is a tropical land, India, and it's the weathers are always conducive for doing sport activity or workouts, but except for the rainy days. But like, main purpose of getting into cross training is only to avoid people hurting me and trying to stop me from what I'm doing. Do you follow what I'm saying? So they have been hurting me very long time, and they're doing it for a purpose to stop me from being growing, and they want their child to shine, because I am the guy who has not accepting all the traditions, who's against the community or like for the community, but I don't want to follow what they're saying. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in God, and I'm an anarchist as well, and I'm taking baby steps and learning more into it. But for all these things are irking somebody, and they don't want me to exist, so they want to get rid of me, and they want to bring their next child or next person in my place, so that they could continue this same stupid tradition they want to follow. It's stupid to me, so that's why I'm saying stupid. But it could be sacred to them. Let them worship it that way. I don't have anything against that. But what I'm trying to say is, like, they want to do this, and I'm facing quite a lot of injustice on this pattern. And can you believe people who call themselves religious, and they're enjoying all the privileges coming from the religious community? They survive because of their religion and the caste, but they don't follow that. They yell you with all the curse words that is available in the history of entire humankind, and they expect themselves to be they call themselves to be religious and sacred, and you have to respect them. And these are the people who call themselves to be a law-abiding citizens. They are calling themselves to be civilized. They call them to be literate. Do you believe? I'm just, even now people are yelling that they'll go suicide, and they are my cousins or my relatives back then, and I have disowned every relative of mine. Let me put that here. I've disowned my sibling. I only want to approve of my parents, because like they're old, and they don't need me, but they have the other people. They are comfortable with the other people, but let me tell you, they won't keep them comfortably. They will make them suffer for what they did to them in their childhood. But I won't do that. I'm not that guy. But what I want to emphasize here is, like, I'm dependent also. Okay, I have disowned everybody. I have distanced from everybody, but they are here because money is here. I'm making the money by making the videos, though it is good or bad. The videos that I make, I know they are making money out of it, and they want to make a living out of it. So that's why they are here, and families and families and families, and their children and children and children. They want to survive of this, and they are making my life dark. And this is very bad. I hate it. And what is happening to me is injustice, and I hope I get my justice. I want to put that online, and I want people to know about what I'm experiencing. And I don't want to go down for nothing, and I won't go down easily, and I won't go down at all, because why a good man should go down? A good man should live. If the school books were right, if ethics books were right, if religions were right, if gods were right, I don't believe in. But if all these were talking about being righteous and living a good life and talking truth, why would I go down? Why should I go down? I should be living a very good, happy life, peaceful life, right? I should have the necessary wealth. I'm not talking about abundance here. I'm only talking about necessary wealth that is needed to lead me, my personal financial independence, also to have a family, to have a child, grow a child righteously. Why will a good man like me should go down? I should live. I should walk tall. I should keep my head raised above. I should walk tall. Why should I go down? And there are people yelling at near my windows. and I know who it is. And I just want to let you know, a good man should never go around. And I will never go around, and it won't be easy. I won't make it easy. I will sue them. I'll sue each one of them when I have the right means and when I have the right evidence. But I'll be after them someday. When I have the right evidence, I'll go after them. Bank accounts is the key. They can't destroy it. They can't destroy it. They can't destroy the past history of 10, 8 years. They can't. They can't. So yeah, I'll have my justice, or I'll have a better life somewhere elsewhere soon. You know, um, people are watching. Good people are watching, and good people will help me achieve that. And I'll be continuing to do the righteous thing, speak truth, and live a good life. Thank you so much, Nandri. Bye. Hope you heard. Hope you make me feel heard. Okay, this is not rubbish, and this is my real life, and it's truth. Every single thing that I said is truth. It's not a mean to convict me. It's not a mean to call me names, or it's not mean to accuse me. This is the means to understand that I have gone through several injustice, and my life is being let down by many people that I know. And it is to understand that your life should not be like mine. You should have a better life. Do you follow? Thank you so much. Thanks for watching this video. Bye.